Boris, should we give them a freebie?
I think so. I think they've earned it.
All right, if you get this one wrong, you're just button mashing, so you better pay attention. What are these?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's Game 4 of this Eastern Conference quarterfinal series. Down 3-zip. It's a survival contest, no doubt. Will this series end here tonight? Thanks for tuning in to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. It's the St. Louis Sound and the Philadelphia 76ers. We take a look at the 76ers. They're facing elimination, and the fans in this building know that this could be their last game of the year without a tremendous effort.
Yeah, let's not kid ourselves. Things are looking bleak right now. There's no doubt about that. But the home fans are behind it. They've just got to focus on winning this game and then take it from there.
That's why it's so important for them to get off to a quick start in this game. Get these fans lathered up and into it to prevent any kind of doom and gloom atmosphere setting in here.
And a look at the starters for St. Louis. We've got Rollins, and it's Walsh in at the 3. Here's Tate. St. Louis with the rebound. Rollins the pass to Williams. Over Maxey. And it's St. Louis with another. Look at Philadelphia. This series has gotten completely away from them now. Greg, they haven't played well. They look frustrated. They're all over the place.
They are, but they're also at home. And that's the one thing they can lean on to try and turn this thing around. I mean, it would be crazy to think that they could pull this off, but let's face it, Kev, they've got a long way to go.
Crazier things have happened, haven't they? A shot by Tate with no one around. Hits it from three-point range.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
And it's St. Louis with another. .119 left in the first quarter. Maxey with it. Barnes outside. Pass to Tate. Rebound by Williams. Tate's only gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Caldwell. Tate covering. Caldwell can't hit. The 76ers off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and, you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
Here's Maxey. St. Louis making their last shot. And Tate throws it down.
Well, Maxey continues improving as a facilitator, finding these opportunities to get the ball moving.
Shot on the wing. That's good on the jump shot. Williams has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. So it's Philadelphia now, trailing by 5. Maxey looking it over. Barnes outside. St. Louis with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's in there. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
You know, Barnes is a good shooter from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's dangerous from out there.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. St. Louis on top. They lead by 4. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And before we move on, what do you guys think of what you've seen so far from St. Louis?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Chris Paul is out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Daniels. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Rollins against Paul. Rollins with the bucket.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
You know what I've always said, partner? Good shooting covers over a multitude of ills. And we're seeing it right now.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Here's Rollins. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Rollins got 8.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
It'll go, and the Sound lead is cut back down to 4 points with the basket from Stewart.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Rollins. Rebound by the 76ers.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And that one's good.
Maxey embraces and welcomes that kind of defense. He's confident in hitting that shot, even while under some pressure.
So timeout called here. The first for St. Louis. Christie's checked in for Rollins. There's a minute 47 left in the first half. Puts it up from 17, and he nails the jumper. Christie's got his first basket.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Paul passes to Anderson. Back to Paul from downtown. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. St. Louis is leading by 4. Here's Tyson. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Now here's Paul. Defense is right there.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Here's Popov. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And Philadelphia has possession. And he jams it with authority.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Pass to Tyson. Baseline J on the way. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack. But they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
The 76ers trail by 6. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Sharp missing.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
A steal. And it's St. Louis with another. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Fires from way outside. That shot off the mark. And so it's St. Louis with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be right back after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Round 1 action of the playoffs continuing on 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us For the halftime show, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Checking out the sound, they're on the cusp of sweeping this series, and it's an opportunity they're not ready to let slip away. They were in control in the first half and don't look like they'll be backing down in the second. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, they've shown a lot of discipline at the offensive end. It's not about getting the quick shots, it's about getting the good shot. If you want to know how that approach is working, just check out their field goal percentage.
And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia.
Well, the effort hasn't been there in terms of rebounding the ball. They're getting outworked in that part of the game. But you've got to be more physical to turn this thing around. I don't know if they have the personnel to do that, though.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. Now, here's Maxey. So, the sound 5 right now. We've got Williams, and it's Rollins in at the point guard position. It'll go, and the sound lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Maxey. Here's Williams. No problem on the jumper in close. Williams has got his third basket of the night. Williams has gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Here's Rollins, and it's St. Louis with another.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Maxey on the wing, covered by Rollins, and Embiid gets it to go.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
Tate with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And so it's Williams who brings it up for St. Louis. Here's Rollins, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Rollins got 4 this quarter.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Maxey passes to Barnes. That's tipped. And now here comes Williams leading the break. A nice shot by Walsh. Walsh has got the lead up to 13 now for St. Louis.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into easy points.
You can't give Barnes even a second because that's when he strikes and hurts you. A master at the catch and shoot check.
Here's Caldwell, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Tate. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Tate's only got 8 points.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Timeout called here. The sound will talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Daniels, he's checked in for the 76ers. Chris Paul comes in for Maxey. And Philadelphia has possession after the basket by the Sound. Out to the right wing. Here's Tate. Tries again. Here's Embiid. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes it.
My goodness, Joel Embiid, spectacular.
Boy, this big guy, Joel Embiid, is a center with an awesome dunking arc.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Paul kicks to Covington. He feeds it to Daniels. Pass to Paul. For the three. No good there. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Sound lead by 8. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. Harrison Barnes is out there with Daniels. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Maxey. And it's Covington in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense. And, you know, Barnes is never afraid to go for the rim rocking jam now. A spectacular athlete who doesn't mind showing his stuff.
The shot by Rollins, no good. The 76ers trail by 4. On the wing, Barnes. Wide open look, and there's Daniels. That's good on the assist by Barnes. Barnes has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Rollins. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Sound lead by 4. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Picked his pocket. Here's Walsh. On the pass to Rollins. Fires it up. And he knocks down the jumper. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Sound.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. Sharp's checked in for St. Louis. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Thank you, David. Nobody near Barnes. Trains the three-pointer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Took him no time at all on that one. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Up top, Maxey. Covered by Rollins. Embiid is just too strong inside.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks. Recognizing the big possession and commanding the ball.
Timeout called here. The Sound will talk it over. They're in front by 3. 1:14 left here in the 4th quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Tate's checked in.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand. You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Barnes passes to Embiid.
Love the way Embiid knows how to play with force down low, which in turn makes the defense get physical with it.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession game.
It counts.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
It's in. And that is the kind of big-time shot that can really deflate a crowd.
And did he ever do that? Sound level right now, 0 in this arena.
And the 76ers call time here. They're down by 5. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Three-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Tate. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
St. Louis calls timeout. They're ahead by 2. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Rollins. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
Buries the triple. And, oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Tyrese Maxey with a big-time play down the stretch.
Here's Christopher.
Whoa! He got it in.
How about that? And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. What a performance through the entire first round. Greg sweeping in 4 games.
And they really had a tremendous series. Watching how well these guys played as a unit has got to be scary for their round 2 matchup.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.